before? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this guy's really, really fun. There are three main phases. The first phase is the attenuation phase. What will happen is the boss will start doing, no, that's the second one, so my bad. We'll have a little honeycomb dudes come out first, but I'll explain attenuation because it's the one that confuses people first. He'll start spitting out little circly discs. What I'll tell you to do is to pan your camera to a top-down position, and then if you have DBM installed, it will tell you which direction to run in, and we will run in either clockwise or counterclockwise to the boss in a circle so you don't get hit by a bunch of his little destructo discs. If you do get hit, the discs split, so there will be more of them, and it will hurt worse for all your friends. So the best thing to do is to just please don't get hit by the discs. There will be the force and verve mechanic, which will put 3 honeycomb deals on the ground. We will want to have no more than 4 people in each of those honeycomb barriers. If we have more than 4, they will take increased damage. So what these basically do is cut the damage you'll be taking by 40% by what the boss does. After that, we have one more mechanic, which the name of I need to look up because I don't fucking remember. Convert. Yes, that's the one where we get the mind control. So this is just your standard mind control mechanic. You want to DPS your friends down to about 50% health. Try your best not to dot them up, or it may kill them and make work harder on your healers. The fourth and final phase is super, super fun because we get all 3 of those things at once. Once you've seen all 3 of them, this is a boss that's pretty easy. It's just a good check for footwork. If you fuck up, it's completely okay. We can just do it again. Any questions?
Nope.
Alrighty, let's get a ready check and we'll move on out. This is trash.
I feel like Warriors got a bit of a percentage upgrade.
Sounds potentially nice for you.
Oh yes.
Alright. Hal, do you remember how to do the DBM pull thing? Just slash
Yes.
pull on the boss. Alright, on you, pal.
Oh, okay, never mind. I made a macro specifically for it, but it's not working.
Yeah, get fucked. Slash pull. DBM don't give a shit about your macro.
It's not working at all. It says I hit. Oh, I don't have permission.
How did you not have? Oh, you don't have a. I have. You didn't join when the other healer and tank did, so I didn't give you assist. That's on me.
All right, now it works.
It's super fun, right?
Oh
Fuck.
yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
DPS potion. We went to the wrong platform. Move it on out. Get through here as quick as you can. This gas is not your friend. Make the worst family member you have after a night of just eating Taco Bell all day. That's what you don't want to stand in that.
Prime shield.
Alright, this is Force and Verve. You'll see the barriers on the ground. You want to have ranged and the one all the way out here in Uzbekistan. You want to make sure that there are no more than 4 people per dome, otherwise you'll have a bad time.
Upside.
Exhale can be interrupted, and it stills the break.
Prime shield.
Right, Force and Verve again into your domes of protection.
Phase change.
Alright, we're running through fast as you can. Any movement effects you have, You cannot heal or use anything in here. Don't try. This will be where we see attenuation. This is where we will pull our camera to the top so that we have a top-down view, and we will go either clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on what DBM tells us is going on. Looks like we're going left.
Help save.
F. You go, okay, so when we get somebody with the breath on them, go ahead and res mage. When we get somebody with the beam, we can interrupt that beam. It takes the
Phase change.
burn of the damage off them and stops them from being stunned. Usually good to have off tank do that. Alright, we will have a mind control mechanic here. This is not going to be super fun. Please make sure not to dot your friends. It makes it harder for Prax and I to do work.
Oh, I'm gonna kill all of you.
Yeah, you probably fucking will, actually. At least you're not a fire mage, bro.
Help save.
Oh no, not Ashy and me. I'm sorry if I frog you in advance.
Kill them on control.
Alright, this is going to be center platform. Stack it on up and you can go ahead and hit that time warp. Alright, if you have a DPS potion that you can utilize, now would be the time. We're going to see all three mechanics that'll happen. Attenuation's going to occur. We're going to go to the right this time. Top-down mechanic, if you can, helps you dodge. So you're not a human pinball.
Prime shield.
Fantastic. Force and Verve into your honeycomb. Make sure that we've got people out in the far ones. Only 4 people at most. We need a couple more back here. There we go. Banger, if you can get up, homie, feel free.
I can't.
Alright, back into the mid near the boss. Make sure everybody gets some good heals. We should be able to kill this guy.
Find shield.
Okay, into our honeycombs.
Kill them on control.
Move right.
This might actually still die if we, if Hell doesn't die. Unfortunate. That's okay though. Look how good that is on a first attempt with a bunch of new people. How beautiful is this? Once more with feeling, we'll go back in there and you guys have now seen the whole entire fight, which means we can defeat it.
Got a great customer service voice there, Sarah.
Wait, what did you call me?
Eli. Yes, and Mark.
We don't, nope, you're, nope.
That's funny.
We don't use that name here. I'm now gonna yeet him. Sorry. Very important.
No more heals for you.
Were you using 250s or 300s?
Yeah, just using 250. Sorry, coming in.
I'm gonna use up the rest of these. Still the original batch that I made before the first raid.
I just yeeted my own brother from my server for, like, using the stupidest fucking, like, oh god, he just pissed me off so bad. It's fine, he'll be fine. Sorry, my government name is a very, very not cool thing to use for me. Please never use my government name. Anyhow.
I'm Felipe Juan Lopez. No, I'm joking.
Okay. Alright, let's get those food buffs. Make sure we got our little flasky flasks, etc. We get to our little place. It's all good.
On the correct platform this time.
I was gonna start putting stuff on him and then he moved.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find shield.
Alright, barriers, 4 or less per. I love when they line up like this.
Phase change.
Good on you guys. Let's get that hustle. Back on up in the healing circle. This will be where we have attenuation. Remember your little camera trick and you will live.
Help save. Help save. Move right.
Moving to right this time, counterclockwise. I like playing hard mode personally.
Phase change.
Alright, mind controls will be out. Remember, try not to dot your friends. I know you can't help it if you're the one mind controlled. I'm sorry for whoever I frogged. Ashy, I promise I'll unfrog you.
Ribbit.
How you frogged me?
Please enjoy your unfrogging.
Help, sir.
That's super unfortunate when that happens to a healer, because then I can't heal you for tanking that fucking... can we get Bertold up? That'll be our B-res, and then this is gonna be mid. We're gonna go down there, pop time warp, and light this guy up as soon as our timer, I guess, is down. Couple minutes of bashing him in the face will be fine, it's fine. Alright, we're gonna go to the right, attenuation. I love seeing everybody's big dumb fucking demons just stand there like it doesn't matter. Attenuation again.
Help, sir.
Thank you, Banger. You stood right in front of me.
Yes, you can soak it too. Beautiful.
Find shield.
About to die, make sure you just, you know, like, don't even give a shit about this mechanic, I suppose. We'll heal through it, it's fine.
Will for us is to perish, and it shall be so.
Took one for the team, buddy.
You guys can go ahead and move on and clear trash, roll if you need to roll. I will deal with this. Let's just move it on up. Alright, for that ring, first one going once, going twice. This is a int hit crit. And sold to Ashy.
Thanks.
Did my shit not carry over? Fuck. There we go. No more on that, but I'm gonna see if I get a ring. Nope, didn't get the thing I wanted. I got gold though. We got gold. Alright, do we not have anybody who blacksmiths on anything?
I am blacksmith, but I already have the recipe.
Okay, I'll just sell that off and put the money in the bank then. Alright, this boss fucking sucks. This is probably one of the worst things to teach people because it just involves a lot of not standing in dumb shit, and you gotta know what that dumb shit is and what to do to not die. Super fun, right?
And even if you know, it randomly spawns on you, so that's great.
Yeah, so like, get good and move fast or die. Hypo. Oh me. Over here, it looks like there is a jewel crafting
Where?
in this area right back here.
Oh, they don't have either of the. Oh, you won't give this to me while I'm here?
Give me a second. I can do that. I'm trying to get
No,
our
I've already
people
got
who
it.
were dead rest.
I've already got
Oh,
it.
were you able to get it?
No, but I've already got it. It's a recipe I already have.
Oh, unfortunate. Is there anybody else that could use? Nobody? Okay, we'll leave that down.
Meat alone is not enough.
These tornadoes are so rude, and it's only gonna get worse, y'all.
Will you? They approach? Good. Now, if only my students were here to see and learn from the coming.
Alright, refresh those lock rocks. Okay, so this guy's super fucking insane. Let me go over these mechanics with you, Blade Lord Tayak. Alright, Tempest Slash. That's gonna be the knockback. I think that's the one that you guys worry about as tanks, is that correct? Good talk. Unseen Strike is the big one. So this is the one where we get a random player who will be fixated by big old bug bro. What occurs here is he's going to just like disappear and then reappear about 5 seconds later, and then he will do a frontal cleave on you. The best thing that we can do is actually just stack directly on you. So just try to stand still. Everyone else, oh, overwhelming assault. Thank you. Everyone else just stack on the person who has Unseen Strike. We'll all stop what we're doing. If we're not on a tornado, you just get somewhere safe, and we will attempt to make sure that you don't die. The more people that take that damage, the less damage that each person takes individually, which means that you're less likely to get obliterated. Wind Step, so that's super not fun. It basically will just target a random ranged DPS, and then you just get a fucking tornado on you, so get fucked, I suppose. Intensify is an over the time thing. He's going to continuously buff himself. You guys have overwhelming assault. Once we get to a specific threshold in HP, we'll get the last phase. This is where things get really, really silly because we have to play another arcade game. What's going to occur is he's going to have a bunch of the tornadoes converge here in a line down the hallway. The tornadoes will start at one end and then they will continue to move towards the other. We have to dodge all of those and not die at the same time. To meet him at whichever alcove he's in, we can stack up on him for heals and then kind of just push people as far towards just obliterating him as possible. This will occur a couple of times, so once we get down here, it's not the end-all be-all. We will bloodlust for that one, but the probability of us having to run back down to the other side is also pretty high. So please do expect that you will have to survive maybe 2 rounds of tornadoes, and of course we'll try to put a few things here in the middle section, like healing totems and area of effect things, so that you can kind of have a moment of getting a few heals before you get destroyed. Any questions about this one so far? This is one of those bosses that the the more you see it, the more it's going to make sense. If you haven't seen it in a while, it will probably make sense in 1 or 2 attempts. If you've never experienced this, this may be a little rough, but don't get disheartened. I'm going to go ahead and pop a ready check. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns, interpretive dances, anything like that before we go? Have some food. Alrighty then, on tank, you guys can go ahead and pull when ready.
Everybody knows where to stand.
Yeah, we're all gonna chill about right here for now and adjust as needed.
3, 2, 1.
DPS potion. Alright, that tornado, we can just kind of move in closer to the pillar, so I'll adjust our circle. Manatide totem is down. F. I got ping-ponged twice and couldn't save you, Bertold. I'm sorry, homie. If we do have a B-res available, let's grab our tank. Nice to have. Oh, rip.
Right into a.
Yeah,
Tornado.
into the tornado. Yeah, let's wipe that out. Oh, heavens. Yeah, it's this ping pong bug. Like, it's such a good time.
I think the biggest thing with that for tornadoes is a lot of people were just all
In the
around it.
doorway and not in the actual alcove.
Yeah.
So if you face yourself to a wall, folks, you're gonna get pushed into the wall instead of out of the deal into another tornado. So if you have your back to a wall, that's gonna save you from being bounced around. If you do need to jump out, I'm pretty sure we've got a couple repair mounts if anybody needs that, so feel free to turn tail on the instance.
I'll drop a Jeeves once we get there.
That also works. No, I'm always right. It's only my ideas that matter. One truism, let's go.
Are the alcoves always the same sequence, or do they randomly
Yes.
change?
Yeah, it's up to us actually. So like the tornadoes and stuff spawn depending on where we are. They're gonna be on us. So that's why like as we're moving around, we're kind of adapting around those. Where we go is where we're kind of dragging them with us. So we'll start over in that alcove up there, kind of keep that room until it's no longer usable, and then we go across this hallway over across from Skull. And if we need a third one, we just go straight down and to the left. So, any other questions? Is there anybody that had anything that needed clarified there? All right, fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and roll out that ready check, and we'll do this one more time, hopefully with a little bit more destruction. I saw it go up. Thank you so much for doing that. Alrighty, on you, pal.
Best time to do it when everybody was online right now.
Right. Sorry in advance if you guys get to hear the shrill toddler noises of absolute joy.
2, 1.
She's discovered screaming. Alright, we just go a little bit to the north there, guys, to the next side of this pole, and we just kind of slowly move on into that alcove.
Everybody wants to move to the left side of the alcove once we get knocked in here. Your boss will be on the right side. Everybody move to the left side of the wall, please.
Where you see the fire element.
2 stacks.
Hell, what the fuck deleted you? Let's get him up. Everybody stack on order.
I still had the aggro.
I'm on it.
All having 2 stacks.
Well, your whole entire existence was told no, so don't do that again. Alright, we might need to think about wiping this out, because that's 2 tanks down. So, play ping pong, please. This is one of the only bosses I don't like to reincarnate and then mass res everybody on, because there are times that I will fuck up.
That guy totally cheated my invisibility.
Yeah, he does that. I don't know if I've told you, but yeah, there's no point.
I've evaded him before when he doesn't cheat.
He has a really high probability compared to other bosses, at least. It's stupid.
Yes, he's like, I'll just cheat. Whatever.
Can I ask a strategy question there?
Yeah, of course.
Just because I really don't quite understand. So why do we actually have to go inside those alcoves for so long? Because it starts to generate so many
Yeah, we needed to move them
things.
out a little bit quicker than we did. You're not wrong there. So sorry to interrupt you.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead. I just wanted to
No, no.
affirm that your collaboration is appreciated.
No, oh, okay. Yeah, it's just because it's a small space, so I was just wondering, like, do people ever do it just like out in the hallway here, or
It's so you can once your gear kind of outstrips it, but for right now, it is probably better for us to utilize the alcoves than not. Now, when we move into like heroic, we probably won't need to because everyone will have these mechanics down, and so using this as a crush will no longer be necessary for our survival.
Having
Alright,
1,000
cool.
tornadoes out in the open is kind of rough.
It's so fucking hard, yeah. Like, and if you're attempting to move up and down the hallway, like as people get moved back up and down, like if you're knocked into a tornado and then targeted by one, you're just moving them all over the place. So it's harder for us to manage where they're going if we're not in the alcoves versus if we are. So it's a control
Sounds fair.
mechanism. It's literally just, it gives us control of where they go.
You have to stack for the strike mechanic, and people are spread out all over the place trying to
Yeah,
dodge
stack on the
tornadoes.
person. Please, for the love of all. We only have about 3 or 4 people averaging every time we get an unseen strike of actually stacking up on the person who gets it. So I do need a little bit more adherence to that mechanic. So if you see someone with a bubble above their head that says unseen strike on me, your job is to stack on them. Here's our ready check, and full will be on hell. When this timer hits 3, you can go ahead and use your DPS potions if you've got them. Then they'll be up by the time we use our burst phase.
4, 3,
On your guard, invaders. I, Kayak, Lord of Place, will be your opponent.
That was much better. Homie didn't get destroyed. Not entirely, at least.
It was close.
He tried really hard to die, it's true. If I can pull all our ranged back here into the healing circle, that'd be super cool. We're gonna move over to the east a little bit. Stack it up on hypo. Sorrow, stay out, you'll die. Crack, stay out. And we should probably consider moving alcoves after the next nadir.
Yeah, if everybody will go to where the boss was just now, or just on the edge of the building.
We'll move into the next one after the next unseen strike. Stay out here for now.
2 stacks.
Alright, stack. Hey, and into the alcove. Let's go. Everybody into the circles, please. Thank you. Range, we're gonna move a little bit to the south and west. Res on a tank, please. Oh, that killed a lot of us. We needed more on there. We had, what was it, Ashy? We had 5. That shouldn't have been as bad as it was. That is a wipe. Let's wipe that on out. Perhaps a personal defensive when we stack those up if we're as low as we were. I think everybody was about at 50%. This is the boss where I really would love to have a 3rd healer.
Absolutely.
Hey, he didn't cheat that time.
Oh, did you get to survive? Lucky you. Man, Prax, we look so good in comparison to when we first started healing this expansion, homie.
Oh yeah.
Like, we were both like, is this gonna work?
I was ripping my hair
I know,
out.
dude. I was trying real hard. I was fronting super good. I'm like, See, Banger knows what's up. Spectral Wolf is best wolf.
Mm-hmm.
We've 2-healed this boss though.
We have. I just prefer not to, especially for heroic.
Oh, for sure. Is this ain't heroic, is it?
No.
Okay, thank God.
I would have told you. There will be times that I might change heroic over on Fang the Accursed in MSV without telling people, though. I will tell you that's a thing I have and will do. Alright, refresh this Lock Rock. Let's get a Feasty Boy down. This is Agility, Feast of the Walk. If you're an Agility user, this is the one you want to use. I think Prax put down a Banquet, Great Pandering.
I did not. Hill did.
I'll sweat. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, once your buffs are applied, let's move on over to the Skull and make sure that we are all stacked up and ready to roll.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
On your guard, invaders. I, Tyak, Lord of Flames, will be your opponent.
No! I hit by a freaking
Healing
tornado.
Tide's down, don't worry about other cooldowns. Move into the barrier if we need to. Let's go to this alcove up here north or south, yeah. It's just gonna work a little better this time. Alright, we're gonna go to the east. Over here on me. Alright, ranged into the circle. To this side, over. If you guys take the side of it and don't go in the mid, you will most likely survive. We need to think about moving alcoves. We're about 1 tornado away from death.
Moving now.
Unseen strike in 15, just go right across, guys, straight north. And we'll bring our DPS right over here.
2 stacks.
My fucking totem is in the worst possible spot.
It felt good that time.
Not doing too bad, guys. It's definitely a fun little dancey dance. All these bugs are rude, TBH.
10% more and we get sent to the middle.
Alright, leave DPS down that are down. We can go ahead and res highest DPS now that we're not in crisis.
Two stacks.
Alright folks, so when this phase starts, there will be tornadoes that are going to gather. We're going to all be pushed down one side of the hallway. We will need to run as fast as possible to the other side. Stack up as fast as you can. Make sure that you're there for heals, and everything should be okay. Pretty much smooth sailing. Alright, we're going into mid here. I'm gonna pop me a Spirit Walker's Grace so I can throw some heals out. We need to go as fast to the other side there as we can. This is gonna suck real bad though. We will take sustained damage.
Which means go as fast as you can, but don't go faster than your healers.
This is the technique of a blade lord.
Fuck, I got tornadoed.
God damn it.
Wow, hell, that was awful luck.
This is the technique of a blade lord.
If all of us survive, we might be able to do this.
And if we have a res on the way, we can get somebody too, so that works out.
Yeah, whichever one is, if we have a res that is poppable, I don't know that we do. No, nobody here can. Not a viable option. Oh fuck, I'm done. You know you should heal yourself when you're a healer sometimes, right guys? That's the whole ass fight though. He gonna die. It'll be okay.
When's the berserk timer? Now? Okay.
Yeah, you're basically dead.
You'll be fine. Just hang in there.
Yeah, you got a first aid, you'll be okay. Alrighty, in we go. I don't know, maybe we need to feed the bug. He's just hungry. He'll go down after he has a good meal for night-night.
I've already fed him 4 of my corpses. I think he's okay.
That's for him. He can have that feast. Alright, reapply buffs, folks. Let's get rolling. This bug needs some squishing. We've seen it all. We just gotta clean up the footwork. Be fast. We got this. The first trip down the hallway is the worst trip down the hallway. Second time, you can kind of get a lead on it.
Five, four,
DPS potions if you got them. Right now's the time.
That was
That was
bad
bad.
placement.
I was in between 2 tornadoes and trying to be on top of you at the same time.
I
brother.
know it was bad. Everybody got destroyed. As soon as I saw that placement, I put down healing tide and like.
Yeah, I think I had like health.
I got 3 stacks.
Oh, you lived with 4?
I don't know how. Holy shit. Absolutely magic.
Okay, over to the alcove. It's getting a little hectic in here.
We got about 15 seconds to the next unseen strike. We can take that outside and utilize that, then move into the next one.
That's quitter talk staying.
I don't know, man. I like not dying. Alrighty, we can bring him on over towards this pillar. In we go. Remember, your back's to the wall. It'll bounce you directly where opposite for you're facing. Padding for mana. Alright, res on hell. Defensives if you need it. Okay, this guy should phase change soon. Move out between here and the pillar for DPS. Face him accordingly.
Beware.
There we go. Alright, we've got a significantly larger amount of DPS up this time, which is super, super fantastic, folks. We will try our best to hot you up. We don't have a lot of heals over time with a fucking shaman, so I apologize in advance. I'm a druid
We're
for that
in
reason.
way better health than we were last time.
Fuck my life. Nadered right at the end, man. One more DPS and 2 tanks up, so if you guys can survive, we might have it. You guys want to stay down there just for a minute? Let Cracks heal you up a little bit.
I am
You were dead too, so never mind.
Yeah.
Alright, that's the end. Hell, if you want to just like destroy yourself stupidly somehow, that'd be dope. I'm gonna go this a couple more times. This guy's so rude.
It's the technique of a blade lord.
It's always the nader phase. Everybody gets the first phase once we get the alcove footwork down pretty easy. It's just this stuff is not your friend. I got a Spirit Walker's Grace better. 10%. Look at that.
When do we want to use Lust/Warp?
Well, usually that's gonna be when we get everybody to the platform. At the end of that phase. So like when we first get the tornadoes and everybody stacks up and we're all on him, that's when you can just destroy him. I know, man. Like, we are not an ideal combination, but we get shit done, homie.
I went because I was trying to shield everybody as I was going.
Yeah,
That-
that's. I
that is-
tried to riptide as many fuckers as I could, and it's a very lossy spell, as you know, so.
That was not the way.
I think the solution is to probably save my healing tide and pop it right in the middle so that it hits as many people in whichever phases of the thing that they are in.
Let's cool down on it.
The cooldown on healing tide is like 3 fucking minutes, my guy.
Yeah. You could probably use it at the very beginning.
Yeah, I'll probably use it for the first time that we have a really bad moment of recovery. With everybody knowing now to keep their backs against the walls, how to move the tornadoes accordingly, like, it's looking pretty good.
Last check.
Once you guys have all of your things accomplished, like buffing, eating food, and refreshing your lock cookie, let's move on over to Skull. We'll pull that ready check on up, and hopefully we'll spray this motherfucker with enough raid that he dies. On you, buddy. If your flask is about to expire, you can go ahead and stack that with a second one. It will just keep going.
5, 4, 3, 2.
On your guard, invaders. I, Lord of the Rings, will be your opponent.
After the next unseen strikes, we'll go to the next alcove.
Personal defensive. Should be able to get right across both. And here we go. mana tides down for a little boost there. Alright, look at everyone being a fucking live right now. What champions. Now let's keep it that way. Or all of you get beat with a newspaper.
Lust.
Stack it up, stack it up. We can fucking destroy his face, guys. Let's go, let's go. Get right up on in here. Like, into his anus. Alright, move it on out. Second time. We can get a head up on it. These will push these back rapidly. It will suck.
Ah, son of a bitch.
It's okay, don't worry about it. It happens to all of us. He dead though. See,
Hell
look,
yeah.
he's super fucking dead. Good job, guys.
Always hoped to cut someone like that someday. To hear that sound. But to have it happen to my own Prothorax.
I know one of you has to want that, right? If you are collecting sigils, please do come up and click the boss. Your sigil will be on the boss if you do not have all of them yet. Don't forget to click. Alright, Bertold, you don't need that, buddy, at all. Do we? Oh, we do have a single leather wearer.
But it's Ant.
It's in. No! Alright, well, Ashy, you know what to do, homie. Fuck.
So it's a moon chicken piece.
Yep, it's a moon chicken piece. Onward. Alright, Garalon. This is a really fun fight. Look, that's 2 more bloods for the guild bank. What good shit right there. I don't know, we can look though. Let me pop a guild bank. If not, we have Prax right here. He can cut them.
What do you want?
Expertise, he says.
And what?
Just expertise should be fine. I'm sitting at 11%. I need to be at 15.
Did you forget to unstack your items, Home Skillet?
So you want red?
Yes, please.
All right, there we go. So, just updating people how shit's going. Update your lock rocks, everybody. This is good shit. We got a lot of trash to clear first and foremost, so let's focus on that, and we'll have a very, very fun time.
I look forward to getting booty slammed.
It's gonna happen. We have two separate trash groups going, which makes it really hard.
I didn't even know hell was on the other
I
side
know.
there.
He's all the way in China. I ran over and I couldn't get him.
Into my domain, and I will hear your death.
I thought there was somebody with me because at first I pulled like that little group, and I was like, oh, Prax is there healing me.
Yeah, I tried real hard, but then you guys got so far apart, and I was like, where do I go? Which one do I stay with? Oh god. Anybody need this technique for a inscription thingy?
Yes.
All yours.
Oh, yeah.
I care so little.
Add it to my collection. I just don't know where it is.
No worries. Alright, to the stairs as quick as you can, if you will. There's about to be a really huge hulking monstrosity in the middle of the field. And
I thought
just
a
don't want
chest
it.
spawned in the middle,
Oh no, yeah, maybe actually.
but it only stays for like 10 seconds.
Oh, look at him! Look at him! He's so cute. Look at his big, stupid, bulbous asshole. He's just a...
How is he already engaged?
Well, good luck, guys.
Yep, rip. Love you guys, but I also don't want to wipe for no reason, so you can die. I'll run this way. Stack it up, everybody who wants to live, or you'll die.
Beware.
Why are we getting fucking rain? Why Why are there mechanics this far away? I
Is this
hate
gonna be one of
so
these
much.
ones where he can do it through the entire dungeon?
Yeah, so you don't get a choice but to try to live. God damn it.
Wow.
This is Mr. Pandaria for you. Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a great night. I'm just a little too close, I guess. It said that hell pulled, but he was literally right there, so... Oh, heavens above. Alright, well. I'm gonna release my spirit. I don't know about y'all.
Beware.
Alright, so I want to give you guys some lore on Gigantic Bug Dickhead here. Garland is a super, super fun fight, but you'll notice that there are a lot of mechanics, a lot of which will do lots and lots of damage for no fucking reason. You just sit there and then suddenly, like, different parts of your body have been disconnected. You don't know why it happens, it just does. This bug is rude. There are a couple things that we need to absolutely be sure of, one of which is the passing of pheromones. Pheromones are the things that cause you to drop the pools on the ground that when you stand on them, everything is terrible. These can be passed between a couple of players and then dropped around the edges of the room so that the least amount of players step in them as possible. The management of pheromones is pretty easily done between tanks and or ranged DPS. It just depends on which way we want to go with that. Hell, since you guys are tanking, how would you prefer we deal with the pheromones?
Last
You guys
week,
want to
it
switch those,
felt
or-
like it was still a fair bit of a mess for how it was getting done.
Yeah, we had ranged doing it. The way that I did it back in Classic with our heroic progression team was to do it between the tanks and then just have you guys... what you end up doing is taking everything around the center of the room. So like you're slowly spinning the boss
Yeah.
and twizzlering those pheromones together. And then what we're doing is we're able to kill the legs in like clockwise or counterclockwise order depending on the way that you are moving about the room with the pheromones. Does that make sense?
So with the mechanic for where we need 2 people in his frontal.
Yeah, so that'll be you and your tank friend.
Do we still have to put the pheromones on the edge, or how are we if we both have to be in that frontal?
So yes, we will be putting the pheromones, whoever has it. We can actually put, I want to say, Banger up in there with you, since he's a melee DPS and has a
Okay.
couple of self heals and shouldn't die immediately, like a paper bag. So that's pretty helpful. So Banger, are you chilling with the tanks so that you can take the pheromones out to the? Well, fuck, I wish we had a
Yeah,
range that
I'm
was
okay
cool
with that.
it. All right, as long as they keep him towards the edge, like you should still be able to have a hitbox on one of his legs. It doesn't matter which one you want to bang on; it's totally fine. Your job is a little bit more important
Bang,
than
bang.
just DPSing.
So
Let's
we're
give
just
that a shot then.
okay. So I think I have an idea. So just pull them like I'm gonna run to the corner with the pheromones, and I'm just gonna run around the edge here with it.
Tell you to take it like here, and then just kind of move things back around this way, like over to this, and you'll just kind of drop them
Yeah.
slowly. You can even do it along the stairs. So if you move them around this way, we'll be moving the other way, or we'll probably even just be able to stand still, depending on what we got going on with the legs here.
Alrighty.
Alright, so the Furious Swipe. Furious Swipe is a 300k physical damage sweep. It's not super, super fun. You have to get at least 2 people in that swipe, so we prefer for it to be both tanks or a tank and a person with a large HP pool, so that he doesn't get the Fury. So if he gets Fury, it's just a really, really bad time. He'll get a 10% increase to movement speed and damage dealt for 30 seconds. So it's really, really imperative that we just don't let him have that buff by letting 2 people get cleave. Crush. Underneath the boss, there's going to be a purple circle. It's quite light. It's almost like a pastel purple. If you hit that circle with your footy foots, the boss will crush you. And like it, not in like a weird fetish way, like in a way that you will fucking die. So please do not try to stand right under him. You will see that there are slatted circles around each of his legs. Those are places that are acceptable for stands. You'll want to be inside those in order to damage his legs because you do get a buff for doing so. Weak points, that's the area of, it increases your damage dealt to the leg by 100%. So like I can't understate how important it is to be inside that circle around his legs. Once the leg is broken, it will deal a little bit of damage to the boss, that is 3%. It will reduce his movement speed by 15%, and it will stack up to 4 times once for each of his legs. He will need to periodically mend his legs. We can just continue obliterating them because he doesn't deserve them. Any questions before we give this our first shot? All right, let's get our food buff, reapply our personals, and I'm going to roll out a ready check.
Oh, we're starting on this side this time. Okay.
I'll take them. So what we're actually going to do, ranged and other DPS, come over here to Moon.
5, 4, 3, 2.
That's for us.
1.
Everyone that's not Banger in the tanks. And then Prax and I should be able to put hots on them over time. Alright, everybody, you will want to be in the slatted circle to hit this leg. Do not hit the purple circle. Purple bad. Slatted circle good.
Beware.
Alright, watch that crush. Very bad. Alright, leg down. Move on to the next one. Let's go counterclockwise, folks. Defenses if you got them. Oh my goodness, that's pretty not bad. We need to be able to get legs down though, so I think I'm gonna have to still mark those.
It's all those crushes that keep going
Yeah,
off.
we are still getting a lot of people triggering crush, so what are we?
I don't know if it's the pet, because the first, like, 3 that it went
Pets
off.
shouldn't actually, from what I know, the pets shouldn't trigger it.
Okay.
Let me double check that to be sure, but I'm pretty sure they don't.
Had a nice line of pheromones going right there for a while.
Yeah, no, you guys did fantastic on that, actually. I was really, really impressed. That fucked us a lot in the beginning of our first couple of progression runs, so... Let's see, small but increasing amount of damage. So we need to be passing those around as much as possible. But, okay, so Garelon will cast Crush whenever pheromones are passed. So if we're passing it too quickly, that's why we're getting too much Crush. What'll occur is we do get that stacking debuff, so the damage that's dealt to the raid will increase every 2 seconds. So what I'll probably have you guys do is around 3 stacks. That's when you'll want to, like, go ahead and pass that off. And then we can hopefully mitigate and have everybody in the same area for grouped heals by making sure that we're marking our stupid ass legs. Can I get a silly little res? Sorry, I was doing a little research there. Thank you.
It didn't see you over there.
Yeah, well, I was kind of like under some bug ass, so that's to be expected, I think.
can I offer an opinion here?
You, of course, can offer an opinion.
We're trying to pull the boss like a normal one, and he doesn't pull like that. Literally, you just walk up to him, and the first guy to tag him.
Yeah, the first
gets the
person that
pheromone.
tags it is the one that gets the thing. You're right.
And you can't throw at him. You just got to walk up to him. And so what's happening is, Hell should just walk up, get the pheromone, heroic leap to the edge, and then we'll play.
I like that idea. Hell, did you hear that?
I did.
Are you on board, pal?
Yeah, sounds like that would work easier
All right,
than...
Bertold. We're gonna do it your way. Let's go.
And
Ooh,
then-
look, repair mount.
The two of us will just dance around with pheromones.
Sounds good. I'll try to make sure that you don't fucking die. How's that sound?
You know, I die a lot.
That's a little masochistic, but okay. All right, again. All right, we'll be moving from skull to X.
5,
DPS
4,
potions can be utilized right now.
2,
And we want to get all up in these circles. Pheromones idly, take those over to the tanks there. Hell Champion.
Beware.
Alright, so we have those passed way too often. Right there at the beginning. Let's move those on out. We got Crush going because pheromones were moved. Here, Hell, please take this. It's for you.
Beware.
Might be recoverable. I went and took it and delivered it to the tanks. You guys can have the cancer, I'm sorry. Somebody named their wolf Kyle, good job.
It's my dog's name.
Love it. I love animals with people names. Brez on tank, please. Where the fuck are you, Hell?
I was just in the corner of where the pheromone
Oh my
line was going. I was just slowly backing up and just dropping them.
Alright, let's wipe this out. I was trying so hard. Alright, so you're going clockwise around the room, which will spin Guy. Okay, this is not looking too bad. We should be able to get this. I did love that idea, though. So, Bertold, you can always have an opinion, my guy. Please fucking speak up if you got cool shit like that in your brain case. No more holding back, okay?
Okay, and the other, we were doing it just right there for a minute until I fucked up and died again. But the one tank sits at the cone of his cleave, and the other tank with the pheromone sits at the back of it, and then we just swap back and forth.
Sounds fucking good, homie. Tanking is the only aspect of this that I've never done before in my life, so I appreciate the insight.
Well, I'm also, these memories are, what, 12, 13 years old?
Oh my lord, no joke, right? Like, and I've done so many drugs since then, so let's be real. I smoked like bricks of weed. It's Swiss cheese. It's bad. So I understand. If you're a little hazy, I'm hazier.
I just go with early onset dementia.
Early onset. It's bad tough. Hopefully you don't get that. We don't want any of that here. Keep forgetting that I can just wolf now. At least I'm not trying to play enhancement like I was earlier.
Yeah, at least got an achievement out of this.
Yeah, how did you get that?
I don't know. I just rested and it gave it to me.
There's a bug a bit somewhere in this zone. Certain spots will trigger that that achievement just wandering around.
Oh wow, does the pet not fucking drop from this guy anymore? Interesting. I wonder what happened to that. Anyhow, moving on. Alright, move on up to the silvery spot of the moon when you are ready to roll. Unless you're grabbing the boss, in which case please don't. I bestow upon you a gift, friend. There you go.
I like this gift.
I ensure that you die a little less when I give it to you, yes.
5, 4,
Left
3,
on skull.
2, 1.
Grind their bones to dust.
Hey, if you can, please, if you've got the pheromones, take them over to this wall. Tanks will get them off of you, and then I need you back into the leg, please. Trying to save you idly. Where the fuck are you? Alright, DPS, I need you in the healing circle, not in the part that is purple. Alright, we're just gonna wipe. This is not real. This one's not real. It's not real. We're not doing it. I'm gonna reincarnate. Everyone's getting a mass res, and it's just not a pull. We're not counting it. No one saw this.
So I don't know what's going on there, because
Well, so somebody has the
boss.
pheromones at the beginning, yes.
And
You need a moment to establish that threat. So you need a
Yeah.
moment, and then you get the pheromones, and then once it says that you've got the pheromones, that's when everyone else needs to light them up like it's a fucking Christmas tree.
Okay, so
Sound
yeah,
good?
because everybody else, like, I'll hit him and then
Mass
it'll
res
go
going
to
out?
somebody else. Oh, I totally forgot. I already ran him.
Alright, did everybody get that? Anybody need a private one? Looking good. Cool. Alright, so we are going to make sure that, Hell, on the pull timer, you pull at the 3. I'll have everybody DPS at 5, and then we should be able to be okay to go in on 1. Sound good?
Sounds good with me.
Adaptation. And then we'll get the timing, of course, as we go further.
Okay, I'm a little confused on something though. So
Ask your question.
we start with the skull leg. Are we supposed to chase that leg around until it's dead, or because when the boss gets rotated, we're running?
Moving.
Yeah.
I think that honestly, so like you should be able to be in whichever circle, and then it should still be able to target one of these guys. So like if we're supposed to be on skull, just to down it because we want to stack up those debuffs as quickly as possible and efficiently as possible, we should still be able to get the buff on the damage there. I'll check that and make sure, but I hope that we don't have to keep moving because that's gonna really destroy a lot of our casters. So as long as you're in any of the slatted circles and not the purple one, we'll check and see if that makes a difference on the DPS. Does that sound good for our ranged folks?
Sure.
Okie dokie. Alright, Hell on you for that pull timer. We will use our DPS potions at 5. Hell will pull at 3. The rest of us open up on 1. Sound good?
Yes.
Okie dokie, Hell. Let's go, buddy. And let's move in. He should have it. Be mindful of the purple.
DPS got pheromones.
Take it over to the tank.
Give it to Bertold.
Oh my heavens, we had a lot of raid-wide damage going out, so the coordination on... That was a lot better on making sure that he didn't get everybody with the pheromones. So the opener on that being a little staggered is definitely a good move. The other thing that we need to make sure of is seeing if we can keep him from swinging about as wildly as possible, because that does keep us from having to move between you guys and the main DPS. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a little bit of tweaking, I think, as far as where to put everybody.
I really like not having to worry about chasing one specific leg and just work
Stand
on
in one,
whatever
yeah.
one we can from.
If we can make that work, and it seemed like it did, then we're going to do it. It's not cheating if the mechanics allow for it. Okay, before we get this next pull in, I do owe you guys a quick break, so please do, once you just get up here, rebuff, etc., I'll put a feast down. You just click it, eat, and we'll put down a 5-minute timer for you guys to drain your bladder and then refill your tank. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for being late on that.
Hey, my mic is picking up your phone and audio and everything. Oh yeah, I know you guys can hear the audio and everything. I'm trying to make it to where it's not so sensitive. Oh, is that a little better? Oh yeah, that's better. Now you guys don't hear the keys clicking as much.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty. How are we doing, folks? Everybody should have their food buff. We should be ready to roll. Just to make sure.
Could I get my bucks, please?
No. Specifically not for you.
Oh. I
Yeah.
do
Because
very
you're
much
so
like
young,
that.
fuck you, and your
Oh.
working bones.
Oh, I see that.
I'm absolutely ageist right now. I'm super jealous is what it is. I wish I had working bones. Alright, pal, it looks like it's on you. Remember, folks, let's use our DPS potions on the count of 5. Hell will pull at like 3, and then we're just gonna sit here for a minute until I tell you to do something.
5, 4.
Okay, potion up. Bro goes in. Now move on in. Whichever leg, doesn't matter. Alright, Bo, get back to your friends, homie. Heavy heals on hell. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, so I think what we need to do as heals is try to manage where everyone is so that you and I, Prax, we might have to be out like in a center area so we can reach everybody.
Right. I'm trying to stay behind everybody so I can actually heal. But
Okay, so do you want to focus on the group and then I'll focus on the tanks and I'll just make sure that my healing rain is down where I would like everybody to be so that they can hit the bugs accordingly? Does that
Yes.
sound good for you? For our
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god, we're surviving enough that we can coordinate how the footwork works now. I love it. Okay, so what I'll probably do is put down a central point for us to kind of teeter between the two groups that we'll be managing. Man, I'm so glad they got their little weavy weave of pheromones going pretty good. That's super nice.
How dare you summon me?
No, not really.
Alright, refresh your lock rocks if you have not. Reapply those personal buffs.
Would having me set as focus help with that? Being able to see how many stacks I have, or
That's a good call. Let me try that.
Yeah, I'm looking into one thing about managing crush damage, folks. Alright, I'm gonna approach this entirely by putting you guys where I need you to be. Which is in the healing circle. Okay, so DPS, this is gonna be where your stuff is. If I see that I need to move this, I will do it as soon as possible. All DPS are gonna be in the healing circle. Prax, you and I are gonna be like right behind them, or to the side of them, between the boss and our tanks.
Mhm.
And that's how we play the game. That's how we play the game. So I will worry about keeping them topped off and making sure that they're maintained while making sure that you guys know where to be. Does that sound good?
So everybody is stacking and
That's
not
true.
moving.
100%. We're gonna hit the legs that are available to us, and if I have to move you around that way, I will.
You want to go ahead and move Moon up a little bit then?
You fucking bet. So, DPS, I don't want you to be, like, further under the boss than you have to be. This is going to be, like, kind of your guiding light point. Since our tanks are going to be taking their pheromones all the way around the absolute edges of the room, we should never really need to move past the center of this moon here. So hopefully we can keep Crush from being stood in just by the sheer semblance of not going past this wall. For Prax and I, our central stack point is most likely going to be something really fucking stupid like this, so that we can see both groups accordingly. And then our other one, while they're moving over there, we will most likely start out somewhere stupid like here. So that means that our tanks are most likely going to want to go directly to the corner, if that's good for them. Does that sound good for you, Hal? Can you go directly to the corner so that we're not passing pheromones and nobody should be getting pheromones other than you and Bert?
Yeah, so going from like
I
starting
just need
right
you
over
further.
here where I'm at, and just start
Right.
instead of starting here, go
Start
to
moving
the
on
corner,
north, yep.
or okay.
As far, yeah, because so what's going to happen is DPS are going to move in. I can move Diamond back a bit because we don't need to be further than you. So Prax and I are going to start here.
Okay, so question: since he's already against the wall right here, would it just be better
you
for
can
me
just
to
go straight to
start
it.
right here and go clockwise?
Yes.
Okay.
100% yes. And we got to make sure that everybody else doesn't touch him until you've established
Yeah.
pheromones.
So
Sound good?
everybody start like on Moon, and then as soon as he starts walking to me, go Diamond, or either sit Moon, since we're gonna be in that area anyways.
Yeah, so we swing around and then I'll keep moving where the DPS stat point is. That way they know that they're going to not have pheromones to run under and they're not going to get crushed and everything's going to be beautiful and happy Christmas land. So, sound good?
Sounds good with me.
Alright, Sugars and Rainbows pull. Let's go.
Five, four, three.
Alright, hang in there, DPS. Give it 1 second. And go on in. Prax, you.
Your own them, or your own tanks.
Alright, Brez on Bertold. My bad on that, buddy. I thought I had that greater healing win. I did not. Should have used the surge.
I'm not close enough to him.
Alright, I'm gonna have everybody move towards the line. You're gonna be on the actual line. Do not step in the pheromone.
Beware.
Can we get our tank up? Is that a possibility yet?
Where is he?
In the fucking corner, homie. The most inopportune place that I could possibly try to get to him. And I knew it was happening, so I should have been prepared, but alas, here we are.
Beware.
We're at 2 stacks of Fury Swipes. Or 4, my bad.
Alright, he should be able to get up and take that. Oh, hells.
Alright, we gotta start on opposite sides there.
Yes, we're going to green straight, you and I. So that's pretty much how that's gonna have to go. Since he's pulling it there, that means that the cleave will be in the other opposite direction. I completely borked the like I mirrored that in my brain. And since it's such a fast exchange, like they move pretty quick for the first bit of that, and then once he goes down, it's not so bad for a minute.
A little confused on something because I thought we were supposed to stay basically on Moon, by the
No,
end,
it gets
like,
dangerous.
nobody
That's
was
just your
there.
start point. You don't want to go past moon because usually that's underbelly.
Oh, okay.
And I'm talking about like north-south as a barrier. So like when we're looking at the field, you don't want to go north of moon from the mini-map, if that
All right.
makes sense.
So do we want everybody stacked in a certain point?
If fucking possible, yeah, it's the only way to keep everybody alive. This is raid-wide damage. We don't have HOTS. Like,
Right. Do you want to put a marker on somebody?
let's see. I suppose. Shine bright like a diamond, friend. It's your turn to be the marker point. Alright, let's reapply those raid-wide and or personal buffs.
What do you
Right at this leg point should be where I would like everybody to try to start out at that isn't a tank or a healer. Other than, you know, if you're passing pheromones and along the wall. If you go north of this mark, that's where you basically will risk crush territory. So it looks like it runs about like all the way across here as we're pulling them along the wall. And this may change as we go through different phases. Once we get 4 stacks of the debuff and he pops to the ground, then we're gonna go ahead and just warp and see what happens. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
For fucking science, homies. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Grind their bones to dust!
Beware.
Alright, that's a broken leg. Move on over. All the pets are so stupid hanging out under the crush like that.
It's not their fault.
Center circle. Everybody stack on center. Move it on in. I'm gonna go ahead and bloodlust. We will salvage what we can salvage. Res highest DPS. This is just we're gonna see what happens. Nope. Nope is what's gonna happen. That's okay. Play it out.
For some reason we got too close to the tanks and the pheromones and it started spreading.
Yeah, I want to make sure that they know to take these up to the stairs the next time. I did not account for this being moved. They probably didn't know, so it's all good. Little communication. We could work on that. Suck less. For us, let's move back this way a little bit. Should be able to get this leg.
All Alright, this spot's ridiculous.
Yeah, this killed guilds, so. Like, I watched a lot of things happen that were really terrible.
Beware.
Garland is quite a fun little dude. That was quite nice though. So you saw that we were managing everybody under on the feet. We just kind of moved from one to the next. That was pretty good. If I can get everybody in there and then like still be close enough to the tanks, I should be able to manage this a little better. So let's get a couple more pulls in. And then if anything, remember folks, Saturday this next week, we're actually coming in here. We'll get the first couple guys down probably pretty easy, just like we did before. And then we can actually work on real ridiculous progression and hopefully destroy this stupid fat guy. If we don't get him down tonight, we'll get him down for the first time Saturday, most likely. So I'll put a couple reminder videos and things like that in and other things for mechanics for a few reminders. That way we can make sure everybody's on the same page there. Windlord is also a really rude fight to bring complete newbie people into that haven't done it before, so there's also that. It's also our only second kill on that guy, so there's also that fact. All I'm saying is don't feel bad that we've only got 2 bosses down. It's honestly a progression thing. Once you get it, the translation over to heroic becomes easier too. Alright, make sure your buffs are applied and all that before you hit ready. Alright. Hell, that looks like that's gonna be on you, pal.
You summoned me.
Warrior's jump is so good.
Five, 4, 3.
It's gonna swing over there. The leg will swing over here. Alright, go ahead and open on up.
Grind their bones to dust.
Alright, we are going to move up this way. Folks, remember that they are moving pheromones very close to us. Do not stand up or near the tanks or you may accidentally get the cancer. You don't want it, it's bad. Alright, healing tidestone. Go ahead and make sure that you are in one of the Healy circles. Like to pivot DPS to the north side of the arena, please. Over here to this leg. A lot less ick, a lot less to manage. Fuck, I'm dead.
Beware.
The bouncing back and forth thing is super fucking hard, but I have to get good. It's definitely a me issue on that one, homie. I let you die.
I mean, I'm shielding them and innocing them, but
Yeah, I'm
gotta-
over there like giving Earth Shield and the Rippy Tides, and it's just like, no, you need because that cleave. I'm not accounting for that cleave that they're constantly taking.
Yeah.
We're about to mass res. Don't release. Don't run in if you have released. Just don't. Make sure that you move on up to the stairs and all that. I'm gonna say 2 more pulls for the night before we end things. Just a little bit more learning, and we'll kind of go from there. Sound good, everybody?
I am not some trifling toy. Call as you please.
Oh, do I have a deal for you? Revenge!
Fuck, my bad.
That's all right. Move on in.
Take it against the wall. Once you get all the way to these stairs, I will take pheromones.
Need a Brez on Bertold, please, as soon as possible. Ooh. I think we've kind of fallen into the actual groove. It's just making sure everybody knows where to grab group heals and chain heals and shit from. Our actual output, look at our fucking output for this, Prax. Holy fuck, dude.
Oh, I know.
Can I
Because
make it?
Go ahead.
Can I make a suggestion?
Always.
The farthest legs are hardest for the melee to get to, so wouldn't be range be like smarter to take those legs out or work on one leg, and then while the middle is being taken care of by the melee, and you guys we can just stay grouped up with you?
That's not actually the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. So if we are still able to make sure that people are hitting from the circles, is one thing that we've said before, is that you should still get the buff. So it doesn't matter which leg that you're hitting. The one that I'm marking for Skull is the one that's usually going to be the one that's closest to being killed. So it's going to be priority because it gives him the debuff to his movement and attack. That's the only reason why I'm marking it. If it's easier for you as a melee, especially considering the battlefield and what you're seeing in front of you, to hit something that's not the one that's currently marked, by all fucking means, my guy, go for it.
Because I'm just trying to stay within your heal
I
range.
know.
You know what
I
I
want
mean?
you to not die.
And it just seemed to, I was staying up alive when I was closer to you, staying in your circle as a melee. And so while the range takes out the farthest leg, they're still in your circle as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'll be marking, like I said, the one that's the closest to death. Whatever you guys can hit is totally fair. But if range can focus the skull, that's probably going to be what works easiest, I think, in terms of getting the debuffs down as quickly as possible on this guy so that we can light him up. Let's give this one last go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw down our feast here.
Actually, believe it or not, what went wrong was you guys were doing too good. He slowed down so much, I couldn't stay in the furious swipe, so he kept stacking fury. So I had to move the pheromones, but he couldn't keep up with me.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
As I was backing up with the pheromones so it wouldn't stack, I was out of range of the swipes.
And every time he does that, he gets a stacking damage buff.
So that's why we get, like, yeah, the Fury is what happens every time. It's a 10% movement and speed buff, and it lasts for 30 seconds. So it can continuously stack, and it then begins to suck really, really bad.
So basically, your DPS is doing a better job at slowing him down.
Heavens.
So what about this? Since they're doing too good, what if the DPS split half on one leg, half on the other leg, and just stayed diagonal from one another? How would that work?
If the healers can do it, because with the tanks doing the air pheromones, we can take a lot more damage than if a DPS is doing it.
Oh yeah.
So if he catches us, it's not into the game. Where if he catches a DPS, it is, which is however you want to run it.
Yeah.
One second, please.
Did you just say 1 second, please hold? How tired are you?
Yes. I am actually not. I'm having a great day in terms of all things that could be possible. This is not the worst thing I could be doing right now with my time. What I'm doing is seeing if there's an alternative strategy to making sure that this guy can die. Yeah, it doesn't matter what leg you're specifically under because you're still gonna get the buff. So that is confirmed. Previous player should not. So we do need a third person in there juggling pheromones. Because the pungency stacks are what are wiping us. That's what I thought. I was like, there's the secret thing in here that I'm not accounting for. There has to be a secret thing in here. There's always a secret thing. Okay, pungency is what's killing us. Let me look up how we go about that.
Yeah, because I noticed when I was getting like 27, 26 stacks, it was doing like 2600% increased damage.
Yeah, and we can't heal you through that. So, what needs to occur is we need either a hunter or a ranged of some sort to be able to entangle that with you, because this debuff lasts for 4 fucking minutes. So the more stacks of that there are going out, the worse it's going to get. We're basically killing ourselves, and we didn't account for it correctly. Fantastic, right? So here we go. Let me take a look at how we're supposed to actually handle the entanglement of this. When we have our person with pheromones, let's see. This guy does not drop the pet. What a fucking bastard. So we want to make sure that nobody gets any stacks above 12. That's the big thing. So anything that is that's why we're fucking damn. So the actual thing is 12 stacks or less of pungency, and that's how we have to handle that. So what we can do for this is we can have a mage use you can blink out of that actually, so that's fantastic. We can also have a our enhancement shaman take it off of you guys a little bit. And so we just want to make sure that we're spreading this around. And I think that everyone's going to have the AIDS for a little bit. So it's really bad. But we'll have to do it. What we can do is we can keep taking it back to the tanks. They will continuously gain stacks, but we can make it so that they're not getting more than the 12. Uh-oh, Hypo. You good, buddy? He might have died. I'm gonna give this one more pull if we need to pull somebody in, or if he doesn't come back, he might have just like died or something. He's an early bird. This probably is gonna be the kill. There he is. Okay. So now that we know this, the first person that I would like to go ahead and have in the entanglement of pheromones is going to be Banger, because he is melee and can hit whichever leg is closest to him in the tanks, and it won't fucking matter. Banger, I'm gonna send you in until you get to like 8 stacks, guys. So you're gonna be the guy, and then when I see you hit 8 stacks, the next person I'm gonna have go and handle pheromones is gonna be Orc. So Orc, you'll be on deck, and then when you hit 8, I'll have somebody else, hopefully we don't have to deal with that, come in. But we want to make sure that the tanks aren't getting more than 12 total. So we want to be sure that we're handing it off to Bertold, and then Hell Champion, and then we're handing it back to our DPS, who's handing it off to one of the tanks, and then we're handing it off to a DPS. It's going to be a spreading, stacking thing. So I think we're all going to play the circle game. Does that sound good?
Am I hitting him
There's
first?
no rules anymore. You are still hitting first, yes.
You got it.
So we're going to let Banger pull the boss. He's going to get the pheromones. Nobody's going to give a shit about anything, and we're all going to hit underneath whichever leg works for us. And everybody who gets pheromones or tags into pheromones is taking it to the wall, or I will blend them. Sound good? Fantastic. Let's get a ready check, and then we'll get that pull timer. This is going to be a whole different ballgame. Yep, no sweat. I forgot a whole mechanic.
Alright, I'm ready.
Fantastic. Alright, Banger is going to be the one that pulls the boss and then takes the pheromones over to Hell. Hell, you're just going to stand there and look really, really pretty.
1.
Everybody go ahead and light them on up. You can move on in. Doesn't matter what leg we're hitting, as long as we're hitting a leg and are in a circle. I'll move my circle as soon as possible. We'll make sure we're not in the perp. Banger, you got 12. Go ahead and move that over to a tank, please. All right, Hell, you've got it.
DPS within range for.
Yeah.
Boat.
Beware.
Well, give me that back, huh? Ah, healing tide. Okay, so I can't take it from you and actually still heal because it gives you a little bit of a little stunny stun. So this will be fun. We know that you can't really take more than the 12 stacks. Otherwise, the raid-wide damage does definitely stack. So if we are getting up to 10, I think 10 is going to be the swap point for that. And then how long is that debuff? It looks like 2 minutes on pungency for you. It is totally, entirely a 4-minute fucking process. That is absolutely terrible. So it is, we're probably going to go from the bottom of the meter on up for handling that from here on. So what we'll do, or sorry, bottom of the list of DPS on up. So you'll just go, tag in, continue the line across the room, and then we'll move accordingly. So it's going to definitely damper on everybody's DPS, but it will help us so that we're not taking as much substantial damage. So that is good fight, good night for tonight, but at least now we know what the fuck we've been fucking up. So that's cool. And yes, Ashy, I see your message. No sweat. I'll touch base with you in a moment. I think he's got to go. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let's go ahead and call it for the evening. We'll go back over this, see what we can do to manage. Or no, he's on his way up. I think he gets kicked out of Discord. His network's been weird this weekend. Motherfucker, he's so slow. So what we're gonna be doing with pheromones, I'll probably have you guys skip Midge because his connection's been stupid, so he's not even in Discord. I don't even think he knows that he's disconnected. That's what's going on with this guy. So we're gonna give this one go. What we'll have then is Banger, when you hit 10 stacks, I'm gonna let Orc know to go ahead and take that from you and continue your beautiful line of terribleness. Idly, you'll be next up after that, Hypo, Ashy, and then we'll go ahead and make sure that, you know, if tanks need to come in and take it from you, they can, but this is literally 10 stacks and we swap it onward. It's gotta be like that. Otherwise, well, as you guys saw, it just gets really silly. So, we're not gonna waste any food buffs or anything like this. This is just gonna be for the learns. Let's make sure that we're good, and we'll get up ult and call it good. Alright, Banger, that'll be on you. You can just pull right at 3. Everyone else will jump in as soon as the timer goes off. I'll let you guys know when.
2.
Grind their bones to dust!
Alright, move on in.
Ready? Get ready. I'm at 9.
Alright, Orc moving on up. Go ahead and grab pheromones off of Banger. Good hustle on that. We're good. Yep, just keep it. Right, Idly, you're gonna be on deck. Orc is near the stairs, so once he hits 10, feel free to tag in. Yeah, move it on in. Alright, good tag. Okay, Hell, do you want to go ahead and take pheromones off of Idly once Idly hits? You guys just pass that back for a minute. Yeah, there you go. Idly, you'll take it when Hell hits 9, and then he'll not care. And Bertold will take it off of you when you hit 10.
Leave, bro.
Holy fuck, this boss sucks so much. This fucking guy.
14 stacks.
Yep, I got.
Oh,
No! 20 stacks. Oh god, we're dead.
I tried running past you and giving it to you and it didn't go.
I saw you dancing around you. I'm thinking.
I know, dude. I was literally like running a fucking circle around Hell trying to take it off of him to save his dick from falling off, and it just wasn't gonna happen. I'm so sorry. It was fated. It's a fated day. On this, the day of September 14th, 2025, Hell's dick fell off from Garlon pheromones. Everybody, rip.
This is gonna be a 3 healer fat.
100%. We're gonna need a third in here, and I think it's gonna have to be a druid. Otherwise, everything will be terrible. So that's what my whole consensus is gonna be: is seeing if we can make that happen for next week.
We might be
Fucking
able to
hell,
do
I
it
hate this guy.
with Saturday because I have my druid healer. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Bertold is, if he's available for that. We can probably get G to do it if he wants to, but we'll see.
Well, it was fun.
So returns my conquering hero. The battle for Pandaria rages on. Is there such a thing as a righteous war? The terrace is just up the hill here. Stay on your guard. Few visitors have returned.
No, you have a wonderful night. Heavens. Okay, so with pungency managed, if everybody goes from the bottom of the actual raid frames list and then we move it on up, if people know what their actual sequence is, that's not going to be hard on management of that hell. So this should be something that's pretty easy for us to clean up on as far as Saturday's progression goes.